We're in Johor Bahru in Malaysia, and today we're taking you on a massive street food tour.
There is going to be a ton of street food in this video, and the first place is right behind me, so let's go and eat.
Malaysia is a food paradise, and the city of Johor Bahru has a number of unique and famous foods to eat. We're going to be exploring 6 mouth-watering foods in this video, and they are so tasty. So make sure you watch the whole video to get a good look at this epic Malaysian street food.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate.
We hope you're hungry. Let's eat.
We're starting this massive street food day off with a Roti Chennai for breakfast. Roti Chennai is an Indian flatbread, and it's made up of a very simple dough with water, ghee and wheat flour, and they mold it into tiny little balls and then spin it on this big stainless steel bench. Once it's spun, they fold it up and then dump it onto the hot plate with a ton of ghee. So ghee is clarified butter, so it gets a really oily but buttery taste from that being in the dough and being cooked on that hot plate. It's really crispy when I touch it, so I'm just gonna rip into this little guy. Oh yes, it's all fluffy inside because of how it was folded up, but the outside is super crispy. And then that comes with a little bowl of curry sauce. So let's just dunk it in there, give it a really good bath in that sauce. Let's get that down. Whoa! Oh, that sauce, that gravy, that curry gravy. Wow, I think it's like a mutton taste. I'm just gonna have a little bit by itself. It's quite spicy. Oh yeah, that's really good. It's really thin, but it's got a mutton taste and a lot of heat, of chili spice. Oh, that is nice. Let's rip off a bit more of this roti bread. So it was really crispy on the outside. It was nice and soft on the inside, and it wasn't too oily. It just had the perfect balance of that clarified butter versus the cooking time, so it's dried out a bit. Right, another big dunk. Oh, the softness in the middle, the crispy bits on the outside, the hot chili spice from this gravy. This is the perfect way to start the day. Awesome.
We've come to a really local neighbourhood for our next snack. Behind us is an alleyway and there's a cluster of stalls, and we're after the one which is selling Hong Kong style zutang fan or rice noodle rolls. Let's go and grab a plate. We've got our plate of zutang fan, and they've set us down on these little stools on the corner of one of the vendors' tables. There's action all around us. People are chatting, people are fixing things, there are other vendors selling their food. But this plate of zutang fan looks so good. So zutang fan are rice noodle rolls. And this lot here is filled with both barbecue pork and also prawn. And when the lady was making them, it's so cool watching her. She takes this really thin rice batter and pours it into a sheet, and then she adds a few prawns, some of the barbecue pork. She then steams it, and then once it's done, rolls it up, quickly chops it, then slides it onto the plate, sprinkles some sesame seeds, a dollop of chili oil, and then just sloshes tons of sweet soy sauce over the top, and then you have this plate of beauty. I'm gonna just give this a big old bite because it looks so good. Alright, I'm gonna go without the chili for my first mouthful. This one's got prawn in it, I think. Oh, that is so good. The rice noodle roll is so thin, it's really smooth, and it's really slippery. And that light soy sauce just adds a touch of sweetness and a hint of savouriness. It is so simple, but it is so delicious. Let's go for a piece which has got some barbecue pork. So really little bits of barbecue pork, so really finely chopped up. But that, I reckon, is going to be a winner. Might grab a bit of that chili as well. Alright, let's give it a go. It just has enough flavour, that barbecue pork, so it's a little bit sweet, salty, and just like really small bits, and it just works perfectly with that rice noodle roll. Oh, this is one hell of a breakfast snack.
Next stop on this huge street food tour is Johor Laksa. Now laksa is a dish you'll find all over Malaysia. The most interesting thing about the Johor Laksa is that it uses wheat noodles or spaghetti as the noodle. Normally you'll find this as a rice noodle in most of Malaysia, but here it's spaghetti. It's all languishing in this beautiful broth. Oh, look at that, it's a fish broth, so they use tuna. You can see on my fork, look how chunky those fish bits are, sort of flaky. So it's a fish broth, and you can see the orange and red on there, so that looks like it'll be nice and spicy. And then on top of all that, we've got some little slices of fresh cucumber, we'll just spin it around, some red onion. We've got some sprouts, or some mung bean sprouts, and this green leaf on top is laksa leaf. And then on the side is this sambal, and look how fiery that looks. It's bright red. And one little lime. I'm gonna eat this spoon without any of those noodles on. So I've got some onion, some cucumber for crunch, and then that beautiful broth. Oh, that is good. Wow, that is good. The broth has a beautiful texture. I think it must have coconut in it, so it's a little bit creamy. Right, let's get a proper spoon, because these noodles and all these ingredients have to go in together. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The noodles are coated in those fish flakes. Oh, it's got a really good heat or spice from the chili, and it's just perfect. The noodles are not cooked too much, so they've still got bite. They're not all squishy and overdone. Oh, that's good. I'm going to dump some sambal on though, because while it's spicy, it needs a bit more of a kick for me. So we'll get this beautiful red sambal. This looks fiery. Put a spoon on. Let's get a bit more. Dump that all in there. Mix it through. Oh, look at the color of that sambal. It's just really coating everything nicely. I want a really good spoon, so I want some onions, some cucumber, some of that laksa leaf. Oh yeah, covered in that sambal. Let's go. Oh. Whoa, that added a really good kick, but it's actually really sweet, the sambal. I thought it was going to be much more fiery. I'm loving this. This is a really good laksa. Look at that. Oh, what a spoon. So we've got lots of cucumber and lots of onion on there. Wow, it's good. The flavors all sing. So you've got the sweetness and the tanginess of the onion, the fresh crunch of the cucumber, that fish in the broth is just the perfect level of flavor. And then the noodles are obviously so simple, like spaghetti, you know, they just take on flavor perfectly. So they work really well. Adding that sambal and that lime, that is a really good dish of Johor Laksa. Next up, what can be better than a fried little snack? So we're gonna get some pisang goreng or banana fritters, and they do it a little bit differently here in Johor, so I'm really excited to have some in Johor. We've been served up our pisang goreng, and we've got two different styles, and whoa, do they look good. So this one here is the pisang goreng raja, so it's like the royal family's pisang goreng, and these are their top grade bananas, so those should be really good. And we've also got these plantains, so you can see these big slices of plantain. Watching these being made was incredible. There's quite a thick batter. The bananas are dumped in, covered in that batter, and then put into these huge woks of oil to get this golden finish. And I love the look of all these small little crispy bits that are all over the dish. Now, to go with this is the thing that makes pisang goreng or banana fritters a bit different in Johor. This black sauce, so it's kicap manis, which is a sweet soy sauce, and some chili, all cooked down to make this little sauce. So I'm gonna try this pisang goreng raja first. Just dunk it in that sauce. All the crispy bits are falling off. Just give it a little dunk and let's try. Oh, really hot. Oh my god. The banana. It's gone all like dark yellow and sweet because it's been cooked. The outside's kind of, this part of the batter's a little bit soft, and this part of the batter's really crispy, but it's very dry. It's not oily at all. And then the sauce is spicy. It's much more spicy than I expected. It's got a sweetness, but a spice. Let's have some more. Oh, so hot in there. The sweetness of the banana mixed with the spiciness of the sauce is the most perfect combo. That is a beautiful, beautiful banana fritter. I'm gonna grab one of these plantains. So look at this. This is super, oh no, this is super crispy feeling on the outside. So I'm gonna give that a dunk in the sauce as well. Just a little coating. Let's bite into that. Wow. It's actually much sweeter than I thought it would be. Look how yellow it is in there. So it's, once again, really crunchy on these top bits, and then the inside is really sweet. These are such a good snack.
This is turning out to be a massive food hunting day, but we're still hungry, so let's go and get some bakut pear or meat bone tea.
Where are you coming?
So this is a bakut pear or meat bone tea, and it's a really popular breakfast dish for the Chinese. Basically it's made up of this rich looking herbal broth and a lot of pork ribs and some braised garlic. So the kitchen is pretty open at this restaurant, and the team up the back are just chopping up spare ribs. We've heard that they go through about 7 or 8 racks a day, and this restaurant is actually the only one that is still cooking their bakut over charcoal. So hopefully that really imparts a smokiness to this dish. I've just got to get in and try this broth because it looks so good. So the broth is cooked using a ton of aromatics and herbs. So hopefully it's super flavoursome. Let's try it. Oh, wow. That has got so much flavour in it. It's really intense with pork flavour. And in terms of the herbal taste, it's quite light. So this dish actually originated in Kelang, in another part of Malaysia. And there, the stock or the meat bone tea is really thick and dark and really punchy in flavour. But this is a lot more mellow. It's actually really, really delicious. Just a little bit lighter. What I'm going to do is just grab some of the broth and pour it over my bowl of white rice, and then give some of these pork ribs a go. So we've also got a bit of, it looks like dark soy sauce and some chili. So I'm going to get a little bit of that, pop it on that pork rib. Whoa, the meat is so tender, but it still has a bit of bite. Oh, that's so flavoursome. I'm going to get a bite of this rice, which has got all of that broth. Actually, I'm going to just dunk some more broth into that rice and let's see what that tastes like. Oh, I could literally take this whole bowl of meat bone tea and just go like that and drink it all in one go. That is delicious. As well as the pork ribs, we've also got these pickled mustard greens here. Oh, wow. That has got such an intense vinegary hit. So they actually served hot with a little bit of crunch, but it's quite sour. So that's going to go perfectly with the richness of that broth and of the meat. This is turning out to be such an epic meal. Our next stop is a bit of a Johor Bahru institution, this bakery behind me which has been operating since 1919, and they're using the same wood-fired oven that they used back in the day, and there are so many people queuing up for one thing, their famous banana cake. Look at it, it looks so moist. I have got to get into this. I love banana cake. It's got no icing, it's just plain. And what was really awesome was watching them putting those giant slabs of cake batter into that wood-fired oven, whipping them out, cutting them up, delivering them into the hands of the customers, and this is still warm. It looks good. That is so delicious. As I put it towards my mouth, I could really smell that banana flavor. And you can see all those bits of banana in there, so the mashed up banana. The cake is really light, it's really moist. All we need now is a cup of coffee or a tetarek to enjoy this with. This is a winner. Whoa, JB has some really delicious food. We had an awesome time on our massive street food tour today.
Don't forget to pop down below, hit subscribe on our YouTube channel, and hit that thumbs up button. Thank you for watching this one. We'll see you next time. Jumpa lagi!